Hello students, this is Sujata coming with our channel 10th NCERT SSC Maths with Sujata ji. Let us see 2.3 topic, relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. Now आता आपण बघणार आहोत की ह्या टॉपिक मध्ये काय नेमकं आहे. व्हॉट इज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन झिरोज अँड द कोएफिशियंट ऑफ अ पॉलिनॉमियल. आपल्याला एखादा पॉलिनॉमियल दिलेला असेल तर त्याचे जे झिरोज आहे आणि त्याचे जे कोएफिशियंट आहेत तर त्याच्यात काही रिलेशन आहे का तर ते आपण फाइंड आउट करणार आहोत. सो लेट अस सी दॅट इज अ झिरो ऑफ अ लिनियर पॉलिनॉमियल ax plus b is minus b upon a. आपल्याला माहिती आहे if there is a linear polynomial then their zero is minus b upon a and the linear polynomial have only one zero. Okay, then next one, in general if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c where a is not equal to 0 then बघा इथे काय म्हटलंय त्यांनी काय सांगितलंय की इन जनरल अल्फा अँड बीटा हे जर आपले झिरोज असतील हे क्वाड्रॅटिक पॉलिनॉमियलचे झिरो असतील. सपोज इन जनरली वी राईट द क्वाड्रॅटिक पॉलिनॉमियल as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and the condition applied a is not equal to 0. Then what happened? Then x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of p of x. Are the x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of p of x because we here say that alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and that's why we get that x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of this polynomial. Now that therefore ax square plus bx plus c which is our polynomial, quadratic polynomial which is equal to k of x minus alpha in the first bracket, x minus beta in the second bracket. What is the k? K is a constant. X minus alpha and x minus beta are our factor. So we write here in the first bracket x minus alpha and x minus beta in the second bracket. And k is a constant. So now here if you expand this expression then we get that is k multiply x square k multiply x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta and which is equal to multiplying by k we get kx square minus k alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. Okay, so this is the expansion of k alpha x minus alpha and x minus beta. Okay, now we are comparing the coefficient of x square, x and constant terms on both the sides we get. That is here our polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. So now here compare the both the sides. So we get here c here kx square, here ax square. So that means we can say that here that x square, cancel out x square, then we get here a is equal to k. So that means the value of a as a k. And then here k minus k alpha plus beta into x. Minus k alpha plus beta into x and here plus bx. So now we are cut out this x. So we get b is equal to minus k into alpha plus beta. Okay, so this value we get this value minus k into alpha plus beta. Now see that compare the coefficient last term that is the c. Now here this is the constant and this is also constant. So we can say that constant that is k is equal c is equal to k alpha beta. So this way we get the values A, B, C. There this gives alpha plus beta. That means जर बघा आता काय करायचं आपल्याला, see alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta? Which is equal to minus B upon A. Okay. Alpha plus beta जर तुम्ही केला तर alpha plus beta तुम्हाला किती मिळेल? तर alpha plus beta, that is here the factor, that is the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So now here we get that alpha plus beta is equal to minus B upon A and alpha beta is equal to C upon A. Okay. So that means the sum of zeros, which is equal to alpha plus beta, we get as minus B upon A, which is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Okay. See, this is the value. This is the value, or this is the formula that we get in generally from this example. Okay. That sum of the zeros is equal to minus B upon A, and as well as the minus coefficient of x. Now here see the coefficient of x. That coefficient of x is equal to B, and the coefficient of x square, that is A. So we get minus B upon A. Then product of zeros. Product of zeros are alpha into beta. So here we get, that is, which is equal to the constant term upon coefficient of x square. Constant term is C and the coefficient of x square is the A. So this way there is a relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficient of the polynomial. So now here this way we get the formula for sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Okay. Now then see, regarding the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial, so let us see the first example, okay, on this topic. That is the first one, how to factorize quadratic polynomials by splitting the middle term. Yes, we have to factorize the given polynomial in a middle term. This is the one method to factorize the polynomial, and that method is known as splitting the middle term. Okay. So now here the given polynomial is p of x is equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay. So with the middle term, what is the middle term? Here the middle term is minus 8x. Middle term is minus 8x. Okay. So now here minus 8x. So that's why लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे की आपल्याला मिडल टर्म जो आहे minus 8x आहे. So that's why we split out the middle term as a sum of the two numbers. We want the two numbers such that their addition or subtraction may be minus 8. Their addition or subtraction may be minus 8, but their product should be the product of coefficient of x square and the constant. That means 12. That means 12. So this way find out such a two numbers that having the addition or subtraction minus 8 or multiplication should be 12. Which are these numbers? So the numbers are minus 6 and minus 2. So see here, minus 6 minus 2. Minus 6 minus 2. That means the minus 8. And if you product out these minus 6 and minus 2, then we get the 12. So these are the two numbers for the splitting the middle term. So now here we arrange. Now there is a time to arrange the polynomial. So this way, first write down p of x is equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay. So now here the value of the polynomial is 0. So write here 0. Now write the first term as it is, last term as it is with their sign. Okay. So now here split this minus 8x. So now we get the values as minus 6 and minus 2. So write with their variable minus 6x minus 2x. ओके. आता आपल्याला लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे की आपल्याला हा मिडल टर्म जो आहे तो आपण स्प्लिट केलेला आहे. ओके. स्प्लिट मीन्स काय की भाग केले त्याचे डिवायडेशन केलेलं आहे आपण. डिवाइड इन 2 नंबर्स. ओके. सो दॅट्स वाय we get 2x square minus 2x plus 6. Okay. So now here let us see that common of between 2x square minus 6x, common between this 2x square minus 6x कोणता आहे ते कॉमन बघा बरं. as well as this is you can do it 2 multiply x into x minus 2 multiply 3 into x. Here minus 2 multiply x plus 2 multiply 3. Okay. Make the first group for 2 terms and make the second group for the third and fourth term. So now common out this. So here 2, here 2, here x, here x. So 2x is a common and in the bracket we write the remaining values. Okay, remaining terms, that is x minus 3. Then here is 2, here is 2. So the common is 2 and in the bracket the remaining term, that is x minus 3. Okay, so outside there is a minus sign. Outside there is a minus sign. So in place of here positive sign, we write here minus. Okay. So now see that these brackets are same. So for that same bracket, we write only one bracket, that is x minus 3, and the remaining in the separate bracket, that is 2x minus 2. So these are the remaining 2x minus 2 terms. So write in a first bracket. Okay. So now here common out these 2 from this bracket. So 2 in the first bracket x minus 1, in the second bracket x minus 3. Now divided by 2 here. So we get also 0. 0 by 2, that means 0. Now see x minus 1 is equal to x minus 3. Now here x minus 1 is equal to 0, or we can say x minus 3 is equal to 0. This bracket is equal to 0 or this bracket will be equal to, this bracket will be 0. Now x is equal to 1 and we get x is equal to 3. So here we can say that the zeros of 2x square minus 8x plus 6 are 1 and 3. Okay. So we get the values or the factors of this polynomial. Now see that these are the zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. So let us consider that first value will be alpha and the second will be beta. You can consider also. Okay. So now here as per our formula regarding to coefficient of the polynomial and the zeros of the polynomial, there is a relationship formula. So that formula says that sum of its zeros, so we get the zeros 1 and 3. So 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. So consider, call it as first equation. Then see here the minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Now here our polynomial is which one, that 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Which one is 2x square minus 8x plus 6, which is equal to 0. Okay. So now here, if you compare this polynomial with our general polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we get as a is equal to 2, b equal to minus 8 and c is equal to 6. We get these values. Now here minus, that is the coefficient of x. Now the coefficient of x is, see the coefficient of x, that is the minus 8. So here minus of minus 8 and coefficient of x square, that is the 2. So minus of minus 8 upon 2, that means plus 8 upon 2, which is that 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So our value is 4. So see here the equation 1 and 2. The values of the equation 1 and 2 are equal, and which was that? That was the sum of its zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Okay, so this is our first formula regarding to the zeros of the polynomial and the coefficient of the polynomial. Now see here from that, now here see the product of its zeros. Product of its zeros are 1 and 3. So the product will be 1 multiplied 3, that is equal to 3. Called it as the third equation. Okay. Now here constant term upon coefficient of x square. So the constant term is 6 and the coefficient of x square is 2. So 2 1s are 2 3s are. So 3 here. Okay. So now called it as fourth equation. So from 3 and 4, we say that the product of its zeros is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Okay. बघा equal आहे ना. These two equations are equal. That means the product of its zeros is equal to the constant term upon coefficient of x square. We get this formula. This way we get the formula. Now here call this formula as a and b. So this is the formula, sum of its zeros, and that is called a, capital letter A, and the product of its zeros, call this formula, called it as b. So now from equation a and b are the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so that's the way these are the relationship, or these are the formula for the relationship between zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. Okay. Students, thanks for watching our videos of 10th NCERT Maths. Keep watching our videos continuously. We're sure that you will get 100% success in Maths. So, like and subscribe our videos